This is the message that the Lord have given to me. For not wasting our time, we go to Exodus chapter 10 verse 1 up to 4. This is verse 4. If you refuse to let my people go, then tomorrow I will bring locusts into your country. Because of what? Because he refused. Pharaoh, he was thinking those people, they are his people. Pharaoh, he was thinking him is above everything. So God, he wants to prove Pharaoh that there is God who is above everything. God is above everything. Listen, children of God. You know, when you refuse or when you become a blockage to the belong of God, to the children of God, it's like you provoke a war with God. Provoke a war with other people, but not with God. Provoke war with other things, but not with God. Pharaoh, he provoked a war with God. When you try to corrupt the plan of God or to stop the plan of God, you are looking for a war with God. Don't play with God. Don't look a war. Otherwise you will die. This life, this briefing, it's like, let me just say in the good way for you to understand, it's like they just borrow it to us. If we are saying about borrow, it's something they give you temporary. It's not forever, but temporary. Now, I wanted to show you that there is a highest one that is higher than you is alive. When you're putting yourself high, God will minimize you. If God is tending to prove you wrong, you will end up in tears. If you think you are higher, God is about to minimize you as he minimized Pharaoh. But we will see how Pharaoh was totally minimized. My dear, let me tell you, you billionaires, when God is about to minimize you, your money will never save you. When you try to save yourself, it's like you provoke it again. If you are stubborn, you will live under the punishment. And don't be happy to live under the punishment. Exodus chapter 12 verse 12, let us read. Tonight I will go through Egypt and kill every firstborn man and animal in Egypt. In this way I will judge all the gods of Egypt and show that I am the Lord. In verse 12, we discover that God, he wanted to deal with gods of Egypt. In that era, there was two gods. There was God of Israel and there was God of Egyptians. So now, God, he wanted to prove them wrong. If you see the locust coming, God was proving them wrong. God, he wanted to tell them that where as we hands is where he will start. Pharaoh, he was depending to his astrologue, he was depending to his people, to his magicians. But when the locusts come, none of his magicians could stop it. Those scientists, they were stopping many things. But in that moment, they cannot stop the locusts, because when God is about to punish, you cannot stop the punishment of God. In verse 12, we discover that God was talking about to deal with the gods of Egyptians. This message, I want to tell every nation that who are out from the body of Christ. We have a lot of religion that is out from the body of Jesus Christ. But maybe I'll just mention 2 or 3. What I'm saying, it will sound very simple. As Moses and Aaron, they were talking to Pharaoh, it was sounding so simple. And me also, I'm talking to every nation who are out from the body of Christ. You Buddhist, let me start with Buddhist. And you Illuminatis, who again? You Muslims, you people from Kimbangu, I'm telling you, God, when will stand to deal with your gods, my dear, you will end up in tears. When God is proving somebody wrong, my dear, it's always pain. Look how Pharaoh they end up. And the Lord say, if you guys, you are still there minimizing Jesus, it's you go to give the benefit to another God. And God said this: if this year you do not connect with the body of Christ, I'm talking with Buddhists, Illuminatis, Muslims, you people from Kimbangu, I'm talking to you, I'm speaking. It sounds very simple. As Moses, he was telling Pharaoh, it was sounding also simple the same way. But the punishment come. I'm also speaking to you, giving you this message. It's sounding very simple. If you do not do so, the punishment will come to you. Your territory will become so bitter, where even your God will not succeed to save you. Even Lucifer, who was the ex-angel of God, he will not succeed even to save you. God say, this is the year that he will deal now with you guys. You are even saying the Christian, they will not preach again. Who are you? You are stopping the will of God. You are stopping the element of God. Look what happened to Pharaoh. Do you want also to happen to you? I even see some videos, they are even stopping Christians, they must not preach. What the hell is that? Do you think the world is yours? Don't be a barrier, otherwise you will die. Look what happened after the carnival in Brazil. You know, that carnival, that one, it's a blasphemy. It's a blasphemy. Do you know how many spirits that Brazil it was spreading in the world? But as God is not a dead God, is a God who never leaves his people. That's why after the carnival, there was a heavy rain that even none of Illuminati, none of Buddhists, none of Muslim who stop it. Nothing of your power will stop the punishment of God. God is God, is above everything, is above your witchcraft. Jesus is God. Not denying. Jesus is God. You are there blaspheming. Keep on blaspheming. Keep on blaspheming. There are people who say, who he is for me to follow that poor man like Jesus? Is it the money that is letting you to speak like that? Is it the house that you are having that is letting you to speak like that? Children of God, fight other people, but don't fight God. Don't fight God. Don't fight God. He will put you in the coffin in second if you try to fight God. Jesus, he did not come in the world to teach us how to steal. No. Jesus did not come in the world to teach us how to gossip. No. Jesus is innocent. He teaches the right way. He teaches the right way, I'm telling you. God is about to deal with you guys. You are there blaspheming the name of God. Talking bad about Jesus. Talking bad about the body of Christ, the religion. We know the pastors, they are doing abomination. But those abominations they are doing is not what Jesus tells them to do. There are some, they are pretending as they are Christian, but they are not a Christian. You Illuminatis, you Kimbangu's church, you Muslims. Jesus did not come here to teach us how to steal. I'm telling you.